Mackenzie Johnston with Livestock Digital Daily, bringing you your October 10th cattle industry headlines. Brought to you by AgRisk Advisors. They help you manage your risk so you can manage your operation. With over 20 years of experience, AgRisk Advisors offers honest and transparent advice. They offer insurance solutions to help you minimize risk and maximize profitability for your farming and ranching operations. They might not be able to make it rain, but they can sure ease the pain. If you want to learn more about pasture, rangeland, forage insurance, go ahead and reach out to AgRisk Advisors. They can help you understand what PRF insurance is all about and everything it can do for your operation. Drovers has reported August beef exports increased year over year and topped $1 billion in value for the 7th time in 8 months of this year. Exports for the month totaled 133,832 metric tons, up 1% compared to last year, and the second largest volume on record, right behind May of this year, according to USDA. August beef exports to China and Hong Kong were record large, and shipments to leading value market South Korea exceeded last year's hefty volume. For the first 8 months of 2022, beef exports increased 5% from a year ago to 1.004 million metric tons, valued at $8.23 billion, an incredible increase of 24% compared to last year's record pace. The Fence Post has reported on October 5th, 18 head of 600-pound calves were found dead on the LK Ranch near Meeker, Colorado, from an apparent wolf attack. All of the cattle were found within 1.5 miles of each other and suffered extensive trauma and damage to their flanks. They had bite marks on their heads and their faces. Some were missing tails or just had damaged tails, and they also had extensive bruising on their sides. When the calves were killed, they were in a herd of about 600 on a large forest grazing allotment. This update is also sponsored by Circle 5 Cow School. If you want to learn how to prick check your own cows or start AIing, Circle 5 Cow School is definitely the way to go. Almost every week, they're hosting classes somewhere between Texas and Tennessee. They're going to be down in Valley Center, Kansas on October 28th and 29th. If you're in that area, I encourage you to check them out. And if you just want to check out their schedule, head on over to their website, circle5cowschool.com. That is the number 5 in there, or you can go ahead and just give them a follow on Facebook. Drovers has reported Nebraska Beef has pled guilty to allegations of misrepresenting beef grading records and will now pay a fine of $200,000. Unfortunately, this is not the meat processing company's first go-around with the court system. Earlier this year, 2 former employees of the company, Doles Tippery, an accountant, and James Timmerman, chief financial officer, faced probation and $1,000 fines for making false representations in grading of agricultural products. In 2016, USDA Agricultural Market Service graders inspected carcasses at the plant and found more than 30 beef carcasses as ungradable and designated them no roll because of their age. But later on, these carcasses somehow ended up with USDA Prime ink stamps. Additionally, as early as 2012, correctly labeled boxes of beef, including no roll and select, were transported to an off-site warehouse where employees removed the original labels and replaced them with higher grade labels, such as choice and prime. The boxes were then returned to the facility to be added to the inventory like nothing had happened. Nebraska Beef was then served with a grand jury subpoena in order to produce grading records for 30 carcasses of beef. So to conceal the falsely marked boxes of beef, Timmerman altered the records while Tippery, fully aware of the relabeling that had occurred, created false internal records to match before providing the information to the U.S. Attorney's Office and the grand jury. Nebraska Beef may face up to 5 years of probation in addition to the $200,000 fine in November when sentencing is set to occur. This update is also sponsored by United States Cattlemen's Association. Their annual meeting and Cattle Producers Forum is right around the corner. Join them in Nashville, Tennessee this upcoming December 8th through the 10th for interactive discussions on the future of the industry, including a market update with DV Auctions Corporate Wall. For more information, head on over to their website, uscattlemen.org. Finally, Meeting Place has reported Impossible Foods is reorganizing its structure, dismissing about 6% of its 800-person workforce. The fake meat company claims it's experiencing sales growth, but the plant-based meat sector as a whole has suffered significant losses as of late, mainly due to high inflation and the high cost of plant-based foods compared to traditional meat. That is all I have for you guys this morning. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. I will catch you on Wednesday morning.